This part is more of a FYI. It's only for certain schools, certain IP schools that actually teach this. If I'm not wrong, it's Saint Girls, and on and off depending on the different type of schools, maybe CHS and Hwa Chong as well. So really double check with your school if this is taught. If it's not taught, you don't have to use it itself. However, there have been cases where this is actually being mentioned as a database question as well. So you can just take a look and see how it works. So basically, in our previous few examples itself, we know that when you draw a lens, when you have a lens itself, right, something like this, usually you have an object here. This is your, like this, and for example, like this, okay? So we know that the image will be roughly here. Okay, this is the object, this is the image. So we know that this is U, this is V, and this particular point is F. So this is small f. So we can see that when you actually use the formula itself, we can use that the small f is equals to 1 over u plus 1 over v. So same thing, you can actually make use of this. This is your object being placed here, in focal length. So we just write 1 over f, 1 over u, 1 over v. Throw in the numbers 6.0, 8.0, and 1 over v. So if you rewrite this, 1 over v is 1 over 6.0 minus 1 over 8.0. You can actually solve that this is 1 over 6 minus 1 over 8. You get 1 over 24. So we can see that your v is actually 24 cm. Okay, so you can directly solve just like this. Likewise, you can actually see this one will happen if you continue using this. You actually end up with something 1 over 6, and you have 1 over 4, and you have 1 over v. So you do the same exact thing. 1 over v is now 1 over 6 minus 1 over 4. One over 6 minus 1 over 4. And if you notice, we actually ended up with a negative 12, right? Which means v is actually 12 cm on the same side as the object. Because if you notice, what we are assuming, right, is that your v is on this side. So if I ended up with a negative v, it means that my v is actually on the same side. Because if you actually were to notice or recall, u is now less than f, and when u is less than f, your image will be virtual, it'll be upright, and you'll also be magnified. So because it is a virtual image, the image must, therefore the v must be on the same side as the object itself. So therefore your v will actually be on the left hand side as well if you were to use this. Okay, so basically this part is just for you to implement it, but usually when we write this formula, we're using it for the standard one. So for the special cases where you have virtual images itself, usually you should end up with a negative value.